Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you are watching this video, and welcome to the 30-day challenge. My name is Matt from Cobra Fitness, and today we'll be doing a pull session. Now, not necessarily only pull, there's going to be a little bit of shoulders in there as well. We're going to try and focus primarily on the rear shoulders, the rear delts, but we'll hit the front a little bit, just to superset our exercises, and the rest will be biceps. You'll only need dumbbells or dumbbells alike, as in something that's equal on both arms, okay? Because we're going to be doing some curls, we're going to be doing some flies and stuff. So pause me now and grab whatever exercise equipment you have in the house. Can be 6 packs of water, can be bowling balls, whatever you have lying around, okay? And in the meantime, I'm going to do a little bit of a movement warm-up, mobility warm-up, just to release my lower back. You can follow along and do the same. Alternatively, you can skip or do star jumps or do burpees, but we want to sort of stretch into our shoulders, into our lower back a little bit. And we don't want to stretch too hard if we're still cool. We want to sort of get some movement, get some flow, a little bit of lower back. We don't want to do anything too strenuous if we're still cold. But if you have been doing another warm-up, fantastic. I just want to loosen up my shoulders a little bit. I don't need to do too much of a warm-up. I just finished an exercise downstairs, so it's more just loosening up the muscles that we're going to work or warming them up. I hope the last few days have been good for you. I hope you've been consistent in your training, consistent in your eating. Consistency is the key. Okay, so we're going to kick it off. We're going to start with some bicep curls. I have 3s and 7.5, okay? The 3s I'm going to use later. The 3s I'm going to use later. The 7.5 I'm going to use this exercise. But for you, again, if I do 10 reps and you have something really light at home, just double it, okay? So just do 20 reps of everything. If you have something similar, then try and keep up. But again, every exercise I want you to have a variation that works for you, whether it's harder or easier. Okay, enough of my babble, let's just hook in, mate. So bicep curls, I want you to try and do a full curl. So left and right, 10 on each arm in total, so that's 20. Elbows in front if you're ready, and 1, 2, and 1. Don't swing too much. 2, and don't let your elbows come back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more, 11. We don't want to be doing this. 13, 14, open up at the bottom. 16, as soon as we finish 20, we're going to go straight into inside shoulder press for the front delts. 2, 1, and then we kick them up, elbows in front. We're going to go 1, back to this height. No need to go down here, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If that was easy for you, as I said, add some reps, or if you can add weights, add weights. If you're doing it in the gym, sick, you have unlimited equipment, okay? But if you don't, do more reps if you can't find something heavy. Cool. Give ourselves 10 more seconds rest and we'll go again. We're doing 3 sets. Okay, we're doing 3 sets of this little beauty. So, elbows in front, so they're resting on our ribs. So it's isolating the bicep. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let 1 get to the bottom before the next one comes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's flick them up. Elbows in front. This is the height we're coming down to, no lower. 1, 2, don't use your legs. 3, 4, staggered stance. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, if it's easy, add 5 more, add 10 more, as you like. 30 seconds rest. We don't need too much of rest. It's only a 30-minute session, and we'll do our third set. So if you're just joining us, 30 days, 30 minutes with me and my amazing team of trainers here at Cobra Fitness. If you haven't seen us before, welcome to the videos. If you have, welcome back. And alternatively, once you finish this challenge, get in the bloody gym. Come and train with us. All right, last set. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not going to swing. 7, elbows locked. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Easy work. Easy work. Now, on the next one, it's still going to be bicep related, but as a secondary muscle with a row. So we can keep the dumbbells. If you're in a gym, you want to use a barbell, fantastic. If you haven't got that, try and find something. I'll show you the exercise, then pause me and go and grab the equipment if you need it. We're going to be going row to curl, open, open. So it's not rushing. We're going to go pull in towards our hips and then curl, open, out, in, up, open, out. Okay, so we're using our back, we're using our lats a little bit, and then the secondary muscle is the bicep curl at the end. Okay, so hope you have your equipment. I'm going to stay with my massive weights. I'm going to stand on this angle so you can see. We don't want to be bending from our back. We want to be bending from the hinges of our hip. Okay, so just move my really cool Hard Knock shorts. That's not a plug for Hard Knocks, but bend from the hips, back straight. This is poor. This is very good. Now we're going to go row, curl, open, open. Okay, if you want to open your hands a bit wider, you can. 1, 2. Okay, that's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one I want to get to 12 to 15 depending on your rate, on your weights. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You may feel strain or pressure on your lower back, but it's not pain. If you feel pain in your lower back, your stance is incorrect. Remember, from this position here, we're keeping our back straight and we're bending. We're bending from the hinges of our hips, keeping our back straight. This is wrong. This is injury. Okay, we're going to feel exhaustion, if you will, in the muscles on the side of the spine because they're working. We're keeping ourselves bent over. But this is what we're doing. Okay, I feel that a lot in my biceps. Obviously, we just come off a bicep exercise. If you're not feeling it too much, bend over a little bit more. And if it's just right, maybe make heavier weight. Let's do set number 2 of 3. We're going to aim between 12 and 15 reps, depending on your weight. If you have really light weights, do 20. If you have really heavy weights, lower it down a little bit. Okay, so we'll try again. Set number 2 of 3. Soft legs, bend hips, okay? And then we're going to pull up, and then we're going to curl, open, open. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now what happens, I feel that a lot in my lower back, but not wrong, just tension. What happens as you start to get tired, you will start to stand up more without even noticing. So focus on keeping bent. That's going to hit lower down in our shoulders. The more we stand up, the more the exercise is going to work up into our traps. We're not trying to hit our traps in this one. Excuse me. Another 15 seconds rest. We'll do our last set. After this, we're going to move on to our lighter dumbbells. You'll need to lay down on the floor, so have yourself a towel or wherever you are training, somewhere where you can lay down and it's not going to bother you too much. Ready? Third set. Let's do it. Bent over from the hips and 1. That was a rubbish one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 5 more if you're keeping up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, what I find with that exercise, you're not really opening your biceps too much, opening arms too much. So it's that top, the last sort of 5-10% of that squeeze. When you're coming up here, and then you've got to get all the way up, it's that squeeze at the top. It gives you sort of a bit more pump, a bit more burn, if you will. Okay, so we'll move these big boys out of the way. If you did my last video, these are the battle wounds from doing bloody hand to elbow get-ups on this grass. Hopefully you don't have AstroTurf running down your hallway, otherwise you should really look at where you're bloody living. Okay, so if you don't have dumbbells in your house, no worries. What would be ideal for this exercise would be 2-litre bottles of water, 2 1-litre bottles of water, not 2-litre bottles of water. 2 1 litres because you're going to be going above your head. So it's a very small muscle that we're going to be using, okay? So cameraman Aisha, can you follow me down a little bit? We're going to lay flat, okay? Now, imagine I have weights in my hand, okay? So we're going to keep our hands off the ground. We're going to go out as straight as we can. If I have to touch the ground here, I've gone too far, okay? So we're going to go out and back just as far as we can, and we're going to aim 10 to 12, 15-ish reps, depending on how heavy your weight is. If you really struggle with this one, then don't use weights. Just focus on form and be very slow and consistent with your movements, okay? Don't change the height, okay? So these are 3 kilos. Sounds like nothing, but it is quite considerably heavy, to be honest. Maybe it's just me. I haven't had my breakfast yet. Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'd do more, but I'm not gonna. This is for you, not for me. I just done an hour of training downstairs. Not an excuse, it's not an excuse. I should do more, but I'm not gonna. 3 kilos for 12 reps is not bad. You should feel that through the back of the shoulder. This is called the rear delts, okay? So the next exercise we're going to be doing after this is smashing on the rear delts as well. Okay, 2 different variations of it. Excuse me. It's that weather. I don't know if you can see the weather in the mirror, but mate, hectic. Right, get ready. 5 seconds to our second set of 3 between 12 and 10 and 15 reps. See how you feel. Don't rush. If I'm going too fast, slow down a little bit yourself and catch up when you can. Okay, you ready? And 1, 2, keeping the same height. 3, hands don't touch the ground. 4, at the top or the bottom. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. Fantastic, fantastic. Hope you're feeling at home. So these sessions, we design them for everybody. If it's too hard, slow down, change your weights, change your reps, change your sets. If it's too easy, heavier weights, more reps, more sets, less rest. You can make it tailored and customized for you, for what your goals are, for what you want. If you're in a gym, smash out skipping, use heavier weights, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, keep striving to get just outside the comfort zone each time. We're going to get better. I dare say we should do 1 more set because I'm a man of my word. I do apologize for the congestion. Ready? 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. Good work, team. Good work. So, we're going to move on to 1 more exercise. This will be our final exercise, but it'll be a superset. I'm reading the board because I'm writing my program down. It'll be a superset, and we're going to do rear delt flies and raises. That's going to be in a bent position, the same as our bent over rows, okay? So for example, from here. Now, if you feel that it's too much strain or pressure on your lower back, don't do a superset. Do 1, rest, and 2, as opposed to 20 altogether, okay? So what we're going to be doing is, we're bending. We're not going this way. We're going this way, almost straight, just a little bit of an angle, okay? So we're going to smash out 10 of these. Don't come down and relax the shoulders. Keep your back straight and your shoulders active. So 9, 10. Then from here, we turn our hands, bring it back here. It's not about the swing. It's about the top sort of 10, 15%. We're going to come up above our hips and squeeze the rear delt. So this is the front, the side, and the rear, okay? That's what we're trying to work. This muscle is very, not difficult to hit, but it's not hit as often as the other 2, okay? So that's going to give you the rounded shape in your shoulder at the back as opposed to this, you know? And everyone's posture nowadays generally sits like this. We're going to try and straighten up a little bit, okay? So I'm not going to use the 7.5s. I'll have a crack at them on the second set for the flies, but I'm just going to use the 3s for form so you can follow along for the first set. 10 and 10 directly with no rest. If you feel it in your back a little bit, you need to have a rest because that's where the main concern is, then have a rest and do 10, rest 30 seconds and do 10. Okay, let's get started. Bending from the hips, chest up. We're not going straight up, we're just going to do a little bit of an angle, okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, turn the hands, and now up. Don't swing, okay? 3, 4, 5, the top bit, 6, 7 is the most important bit. 2 more, 9, 10. If you're not feeling the right spot, because you're bloody doing it wrong, here. That's where we're squeezing at the top. Not about necessarily the range of motion on this one, the range of movement on this one. It's squeeze, halfway squeeze. We want to hit the top half, okay? Me, I will do heavier flies and I'll drop the weight and change to 3 kilos on the kickbacks, on the raises, sorry. Because I think that 7.5 might be too heavy. Or I might just man up and have a crack with the 7.5s to both. Let's see, hey? Rightio. Set number 2. Nah, that's a mistake, 100%. That's all right, I can't hear you laughing at me. Ready? Set number 2. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The mistake was on rep number 1 and 2. I fixed it on number 3. If you want to rewind back and have a look, if you care, if you don't care, just I'll tell you anyway. I went bent back and I pushed. Then on number 3, I straightened my back and sharpened up the form. That made me hit the right spots. Nothing in the lower back. No momentum, no of these. Just here, here, here. Cool? Cool. Because I can't downgrade now, I've had to do the 7.5s. I'll do them again. But the good news is, well, it depends how you look at it. It's our last set of our last exercise. Boom, kicking goals. 30 bloody days in 30 minutes. Well, I shouldn't say 30 minutes because if my clock is telling me the truth, it's going to be a little bit less than 30 minutes, which is cool. Even better for you. As long as you keep me consistent, you're going to see the results. Ready, last set. 2 and 1. See that swing? See that? That's rubbish. If you're doing that, make it lighter weight. 2, 3, 4, 5. Be strict. 7, 8, 9, 10. The last one, a bit of a swing. Bend, back straight, focus on the form. 1, 2, middle back doesn't move. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You little bloody beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. It's my pleasure. Hope you enjoyed these 30 minutes of our 30-day challenge. Today is our pull. One of the boys or myself, it's a surprise, we'll be back at it tomorrow with another 30 minutes. Please keep consistent. If you enjoyed the video, it's not like, subscribe, all that. If you do, do. If you don't, don't. But what I do want you to do is, if you do like the exercises, just share them with somebody that might like them. Not to follow and subscribe and all that sort of rubbish. Obviously that's ideal, but I'm not trying to sell it. I'm trying to say, if this is doing what you want it to do and one of your mates needs that, send it to them, let them watch it, let them get involved. Maybe that'll spark their interest into their fitness journey, whether it be at the gym, whether it be at their home gym, whether it be at home, whether it be running. Just get someone involved on the journey of wellness and living better. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time.